Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Oracle Buddy. If you are new to our channel, a warm welcome to you all. We create videos on merchandising, foundation, cloud services. In this video, we are going to explore the topic of stock ledger, and I'm super excited to share my thoughts with you. Are you ready to get started? Let's begin. In today's chapter, we will discuss introductions. What is stock ledger? An overview on stock ledger aggregation, stock ledger transaction codes, stock ledger accounting method formulas, stock ledger data model and flow, stock ledger batches, application forms, and few interview questions. Let's begin with the introduction. Stock ledger monitors the actual financial performance of the retailer by incorporating all financial transactions relating to merchandise, including sales, purchase orders, transfers, and markdowns. Data is captured in stock ledger to track value of inventory, transaction by type, and gross margin. Incorporate all transactions related to merchandise, sales, purchase, returns, transfers, markdowns, stock adjustment, etc. So here is the stock ledger overview. So if the stock ledger arrow is in a different color because it is the one that is the goal of the discussion. The others are only given an idea about the existing interface. So if you see here, so in the stock ledger in like invoices, purchase order, reconciliation, show transaction and reception. So all this from MFCS goes to your Oracle financials. And from other things are like how these are all like suppliers sends us invoices and we send the purchase orders to them. From store, sales and returns comes and receives like transfer is happening between warehouse and store. And then once the warehouse receipt, it sends the receipt information to RMS. So all these informations go to Oracle Financial, but the main concern focus for us is the stock ledger information. So the stock ledger provides access to financial record based on a variety of transaction types, including purchases, transfers, markdowns, and sales. The stock ledger is tracked on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis at the subclass location level, often used as an interface point to the general ledger or GL in a financial system. Stock ledger supports multiple currencies. All transaction level information is stored in the local currency of the store or warehouse where the transaction occurred. As transaction level information is rolled up to the aggregated level in the system, records are kept in local currency and converted to primary currency. All corporate reporting to be performed in the primary currency of the company while still providing visibility by location to the profitability in the local currency. So the stock ledger provides access to financial record based on variety of transaction types, including purchases, transfers, markdown, and sales. So these are the transactions level, and then it will be aggregated to the stock ledger levels like daily data, week data, and month data roll up, and then it is posted to general ledger. So stock aggregation can be done by transaction type, merchandise hierarchy, location, time, and period. So transaction next is transaction data, lowest level data in RMS, transaction level, item location level, sales data tracked at item location, price and data level, date level, created when transaction hit RMS. All transaction have a code to signify type. Reference field capture additional data, transfer number, order number, etc. And it is archived daily. So suppose if the here is an example of a stock ledger report for a location subclass level. So here you can see like period opening inventory was $2,000 and we made a purchase of again $2,000. Then return to vendor happened $200 and transfer out happened for $20, in for $50. So total inventory addition is one $1,830. So this is how the calculation happens, like how much is added and how much is gone out and total sum. It will be calculated like this. And then there will be markdown cancellations. So these are all at the retail level, not at the cost level. And then the closing inventory will be done like this. So cost of sales and all those will be calculated. And this is the final cost and retail gross margin amount. So below is the high level flow for the stock count inventory movements. So purchase order and transfer orders sends receipts. So receipts is sent to the transaction data or perpetual inventory, sales return, stock count, inventory adjustment. All this will post the transaction data from the transaction and return to vendor, transfer order, and shipment will also post everything to. So all these transaction level will send the data into the trend data view, which is the transaction data in first in RMS interfaces to RMS, and then it flows to stock ledger. Now let's discuss about the important stock ledger tables. So first one is trend data view. So this view holds the stock ledger financial transaction data that are generated online throughout the day. Each night, all the transaction on trend data table are added to trend data history table, and trend data is then truncated. Trend data cannot be viewed online until it is added to trend data history table, which can be viewed online. Next is trend data codes. Select this field contains the valid codes that can be used for trend code field on the trend data table. This table is populated during installation of the system and must be maintained by the database administrator. Trend code includes trend code 1 net sales, trend code 2 net sales VAT exclusive, 4 is customer return, trend code 20 is purchases, trend code 22 is stock adjustment, trend code 24 is return to vendor, trend code 30 is transfer in, trend code 32 is transfer out, 34 reclassification in, reclassification out, 36. There are many other trend codes which we will discuss in our latest point of time in this video. Next table is daily data table. So these are the stock ledger tables. So in this, the transaction is rolled up and in daily. So this table provides a history by day of dollar figures that are used. So a basis for calculation of month-end figures in the end month processing runs. A reference for last year comparison during a month. A daily totals for calculation of book stock at stock took time. This table contains one row for each department, location, and day combination within the company. The data is in this table is updated during the end of the day processing run by selecting rows from the view trend data and updating the appropriate field in the daily data, depending on data type. New rows are added by the end of day processing run when transactions from the table trend data are received and no corresponding row is found on this table. Row is automatically passed by the end of half processing run when they are over 18 months old. So this is not mandatory. This is a system settings, whether you want to put for 18 months or more than or less than that. Week data. This table provides the history by week of the dollar figures that are maintained by stock ledger modules. The table contains one row for each subclass, location, half, week number combination within the company. The data in the table is updated during the end of week processing run by the selecting rows from the table daily data and updating the appropriate field depending upon the data type. Month data table. This table provides a history by month of all dollar figures that are maintained by our MFCS. The table contains one row for each department, location, half, month combination within the company. The data in this table is updated during the end of month processing run by selecting rows from the table daily data and updating the appropriate fields depending upon the data type. New rows are added to this table whenever a new department or location is added or in the end of half processing run when rows for the new half are added for the department location combination. Rows are automatically purged by the end of half processing run, whether they are over 18 months old. When this happens, all 6 months of for half are purged, resulting in 12 months of data. Next table is half data. This table provides a history by half of shrinkage amounts that are maintained by RMS. This table contains one row for each department, class, subclass, location, half combination in the company. The data in the table is updated in the end of half processing run. Next table is half table. This table contains one row for each reporting half within the company about which either history may be kept or future budget can be planned. Whenever a half name is used by RMS or half number is validated, it is always selected from this table. Next table is half data budget and month data budget. You can go through the description here. Two more tables are important tables are trend data history. This table holds the stock ledger financial transaction data history. And if trend data, this table is a staging table for financial interfaces for use for saldaily.pc in populating daily data. If trend data mirrors trend data history. Next topic is stock ledger aggregation. So here the trend data in item location per day transactions are sent to daily data. Daily data rolled up happens with subclass location and day. Then from the daily data, the week data at subclass location week level is rolled up for week data, and for month data, it is subclass location and month. Then half data at the subclass location half year is rolled up. So all these transactions like opening stock, closing stock, shrinkage, gross margin, gaps, and interstock tick shrink, interstock tick sales, and shrinkage percentage are calculated by these batches. So let's talk about the daily stock ledger. So the table for daily stock ledger is daily data. Aggregation is as subclass, location, and day. So these are all the trend codes, and other trend codes are considered for the daily data rollups. Similarly, weekly and monthly stock ledger, week data and month data are the tables. Aggregation for week data is subclass location week, and for month data it is subclass location month. So all these retail and cost info and codes are calculated during this rollup. So calculated info will have initial stock, final stock, gross margin, shrinkage, gaps, cumulative markdown percent. Next topic which we will discuss is the stock ledger accounting methods. Various retailers, either because of legal requirement or their own accounting standard, uses either cost, retail methods of accounting, or both. MFCs support both cost and retail methods of accounting. Accounting method may vary from one department to other. MFCs support this choice by allowing this to set up a department level on depth table. The indicator profit calc type specify whether all the subclasses in the department will use cost or retail method of accounting. The valued values are 1, which is cost, and 2 is retail. Now let's discuss about retail method of accounting. Inventory is controlled using the retail price amount. Purchase, transfers, sales, RTVs are recorded at retail. Cost for ending inventory and sales are estimated. Consider markdown, markups, markdown cancellation, and markup cancellations in the inventory calculation, as this adjustment in the retail price affect the value of the inventory. Margins can only be calculated at subclass level since cost is estimated at subclass level. Next is retail methods of accounting calculation. So here are the some of the calculations formulas for the retail method of accounting, like how closing stock, gaps, retail gaps, cost, cumulative markdown percent, cost of sales or COGS, gross margin, intercompany margin, retail inventory additions, cost inventory additions, shrinkage. So all this, how it is calculated. So the information is here. You can go through this. Next is cost method of accounting. Inventory is based on the cost of merchandise. Purchase order, transfer, sales, and RTVs are recorded at cost. Retail price is used in margin calculation. Margins can be calculated at SKU level. Cost calculation, have weighted average cost and standard average cost. In two types, we can do a cost calculation. So here are the cost method of accounting calculation formulas. You can go through this. So here, if whatever you see, like beginning in month inventory plus purchases at retail. So whatever you have purchase order, you have to add, and return to vendor, you have to negate. Markups at retail, you can add. Markup cancels, you can negate. Transfer in, you have to add 30, 31, and 37. Transfer out like 32, 33, 38, you have to negate. So all this value, this is the calculation. You can go through this calculation. What is the closing stock cost and what is the closing cost stock retail? Next topic is weighted average cost. Cost is updated each time inventory is received into location. Weighted average cost for PO receipt will be stock on hand into old WAC plus quantity received into PO cost plus ELC, which is estimated landed cost, divided by stock on hand plus quantity received. Similarly, for WAC for transfer shipment will be stock on hand into old WAC plus quantity transferred into WAC at from location divided by stock on hand plus quantity transfer. WAC can also be updated online by creating an web average cost adjustment by specific SKU location. This will be recorded as cost variance transaction. Next is standard cost. Current primary supplier cost for an item holds the estimated landed cost when item is initially set up. It is then updated with PO's estimated landed cost each time the item is received at this location. If a transaction occurs with a cost different from the standard cost, a transaction needs to be recorded as cost variance in stock ledger. Next, we will discuss about the stock ledger transaction codes. So here are the below are the few transaction codes. So I have not shared all the transaction codes, but the few of the important transaction codes. You can check all the transaction codes in Trendata codes table. So let's discuss about the few of the stock ledger transaction codes. So transaction code 1 is net sales. So here you can see in this slide, you can see there is a code, transaction, accounting value, description, comments, explanation, and mapping code. So here let me tell you how to use this data. So here this is the tran codes and these are the what does this tran code means, and accounting value is like whether you are using retail method of accounting or cost method of accounting. So if you see here retail and cost, so it means that for both type of accounting method this tran code will be used. If it is only retail, so this will be like deal incomes or markup. So these will only be accounted for the retail accounting of method. In the cost accounting of method, these time codes will not be considered. So let's begin with this net sales. So it can be used for retail and cost, both type of accounting. So retail sales, so whenever there is a sales, so this time code 1 is posted by POS upload batch. So it is inserted daily through a batch called POS upload. For the mapping code, which is done with this GLMT and GLRT. So 01C for cost and 01R is for retail. Similarly, net sales VAT exclusive. Now, tran code 4 is for returns. For any customer returns, it is also inserted through POS upload batch. For deal income sales, 6, 7 is deal income purchases, 11 is markup. So if you see, markup is only for retail. Permanent markdown is tran code 13. So you can go through this explanation and comments. Tran code 14 is markdown. Tran code 15 is promotional markdown. Tran code 70 is intercompany markup. Tran code 20 is for purchases. So whenever the purchase order is created, so this is shipped, it will create the tran code 20 in data table. Next is tran code 22, which is stock adjustment for non-COGS, tran code 23 for stock adjustment for COGS, tran code 24 for RTV, tran code 30 for transfer in, tran code 31 is for book transfer in, tran code 32 is transfer out. So you can go through these tran codes in our transfer inventory adjustment, inventory management in transfer video. You can get more information on this tran codes. So how tran code 30, 31 and 32 are posted. 33 is for book transfer out, reclassification in and out, tran code 34 and 36. Tran code 41 is stock count adjustment. So whenever the stock STK where batch will run, so this tran code 41 will be posted. Shrinkage cost, cost stock, and gross margin 51, 52, 53. So here you can see. So this is tran code 40 to 49. It is not Oracle Little Data Warehouse use only, and the exception is tran code 41. So 40 to 49, except 41, are not picked by any of the retail or cost accounting method. So here the cross margin is used only for retail. So it is used by the batch process fifgldm3.pc to map monthly data to GL. So all these time codes 50, 51, 52, 53. So all these are used by fifgldm3.pc. Next is 70 is cost variance, 72 is cost variance, cost accounting, and 71 is retail accounting. So 86, 87, 88, these are the input VAT, output VAT. So these are all the cost ones. So if you see here on these time codes 70 to 87, all these which is there, these are all for the cost accounting method. So if you are using the retail accounting method, so these time codes will not be used. And last is 90 to 91. So these time codes 90 to 91 are reserved for client customization only. Here are more details in comments and explanation. Please go through this. If you want a hard copy of all the transaction with these information, please like, subscribe, and follow our channel and send me a screenshot in a comment. I will share you the Excel sheet with all this information of all the trend codes in your DMs. Next, let's discuss about the stock ledger related forms. So transaction data, trend data.fmb to view trend data, stock ledger rb.fmb to view the stock ledger data, stock ledger gmn.fmb is for to the stock ledger maintenance if you want to edit stock ledger data, and average cost adjustment is the average cost adjustment.fmb. Now let's discuss about the stock ledger batches. So first one is salstage.pc. Before discussing about the salstage.pc, let's discuss about the salins.pc. So all the lower version use salins.pc, so which inserts the new location information into stock ledger table. But if you see in the higher version, there is no salins.pc batch. So all are this mapping into the stock ledger tables is through the asynchronous process. So once any of the department class subclass is added in the FCS, so it automatically insert into the stock ledger tables by the asynchronous process. So first table is the salstage.pc. What it does, it moves the transaction data table. It means trend data view. It picks the data from trend data view. Trend data view includes two tables, trend data A and B. So based on the cursor pointing, whether it is pointing to the trend data A table or trend data B table, so it will pick the data from that and it will post into if trend data. Next batch, so salstage, what it will does, it will move the data from trend data to if trend data. Next batch is sal daily batch. It inserts rolled up transaction into daily data from if trend data table. Next batch is sal append. It moves the transaction data which from trend data to if trend data table, from staging table if trend data to history table trend data history. So first sal stage will move it from trend data to if trend data. Sal daily will roll up the daily into daily data from if trend data. Sal append, it will move the data from if trend data to trend data history. Sal week, it inserts the rolled up transaction from daily data into week data. Sal month inserts rolled up transaction from daily data to month data. Sal EOH, it purges the stock ledger table that are 18 months or older, set up new half. And sal purge is the last batch, which purges the trend data of daily records beyond the system option settings of trend data retained days number. So this is how it's the pictorial diagram of the batch. So sal stage, what it will do, it will pick the data from trend data and post it into trend data. Then sal daily, what it will do, pick up the data from if trend data and post it into daily data. Then sal append will run, which will pick the data from if trend data and post it into trend data history. In the daily data, so Salvik and Salmon both will pick the data from daily data. So Salvik will roll up based on the weekly, and Salmon will roll up as per the month data. and post it into month data. And these are the pre-post tables which update the system variables. And next last is SC Salvik sales half batch. So what it will do is it will delete the data from daily data, week data, month data, budget, half data, and insert into month data, budget, and half data tables. Now let's discuss about MFCS user interface. So if you want to view any transaction data, you have to log into MFCS, go to finance and transaction data. So you can put the transaction date if you want to put any transaction type or department, class or item location you can put, and you can hit on the search button. It will give you all the information of the transaction happened for that particular item on the transaction date. If you want to view monthly stock ledger data, so you can go to finance and stock ledger. So you can put the department and do a search. So at the department level, what rolled up transaction is there, so it will show you up there. Now let's discuss about the few interview questionnaires. So in interview, you can be asked to explain how transaction data flow in stock ledger. So from the trend data to the month data, you have to explain all the flows and all the batches data, how it is getting flowed and how it is getting rolled up. Difference between cost and retail accounting method. I have explained it in the previous slides. You can go through that. What are the roles of trend data A and trend data B tables in RMS? What kind of data in Salmon batch picks? Next question is trend code posted by sales, PO, transfer, inventory adjustment, and stock count. And they can ask you, have you worked on month data posting and what preparation do you do for month data preparation? So first, before the month data, we usually checks there is no open stock counts. We check there is no missing mappings in the 5GL account table. Mapping should be there. 5GL, 5GL cross-ref, SA5GL cross-ref, 5GL cross-ref. So all those mappings for the particular trend code and trend ref number should be there. There should be no missing mapping. And then only the month and batches will run. The sal month and the 5GL, whether you are using 5GLD and 1, 2, or 3. So based on that, you need to run it and complete the month end. Conclusion, stock ledger is a record of value and volume of stock in business and its location. It records and summarizes the financial results of transaction taking place in the various process, which include buying, selling, price change, and stock adjustment transfers, etc. Acknowledgement. We referred Oracle retail documentation and below blocks. You can go through them to get more information on the topic of stock ledger. If you have any doubt, you can put a comment and I will reply as soon as I have some bandwidth to reply. Thank you everyone for joining. Please follow us on LinkedIn as well. If you enjoy our content, I invite you to subscribe our channel Oracle Buddy. Please hit the subscribe button and become part of our family. Your support means a lot to me. If you want a hard copy of these presentations and any other related documentation, please like our channel, subscribe our channel, and send me a screenshot of the subscribe that you have subscribed and liked our video in my comment box, and I will share the hard copy of the presentation and related documentation to you in your email. Thank you everyone for joining. Please don't follow to subscribe our channel Oracle Buddy.